Bill Gates, the sixth richest person of the world, the founder of Microsoft and idol for many young entrepreneurs all over the world, even for me. But now, the facts in front of me is not letting me to do that. Is he really that clean as he presents himself? I believed that. But now, I'm not sure. And that is why I'm making this video. This might be short and doesn't conclude anything. But the facts, or you can say the coincidence, are too ridiculous to ignore. So let's dive into it. Let's begin. Let's start from the beginning. In the year 1975, he founded Microsoft and used his mother's influence, especially in IBM, to get funding and investments at the initial stage. Then in the year 2000, his heart suddenly wanted to become a philanthropist. So he started the Gates Foundation, better known as Bill Melinda Foundation. Philanthropy is not bad, but the fact I want to attract your attention to is that Bill Gates' net worth saw spikes during 1990s and during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, watch this speech of Bill in 2015.
When I was a kid, the disaster we worried about most was a nuclear war. That's why we had a barrel like this down in our basement filled with cans of food and water. When the nuclear attack came, we were supposed to go downstairs, hunker down, and eat out of that barrel. Today, the greatest risk of global catastrophe doesn't look like this. Instead, it looks like this. If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus rather than a war. Not missiles, but microbes. Now, part of the reason for this is that we've invested a huge amount in nuclear deterrence. But we've actually invested very little in a system to stop an epidemic. We're not ready for the next epidemic. Let's look at Ebola. I'm sure all of you read about it.
Here he was actually talking about the potential Ebola virus outbreak avoided by the mankind in 2014. But wasn't he too much accurate? In 2019, the COVID-19 outbreak happened, and Donald Trump was the president of America at that time. Well, the relationship between Donald Trump and Bill Gates is very complicated. To be honest, it's not very good. Whatever. Donald Trump lost the elections in 2020, and Joe Biden became the president. The strange thing is that during this pandemic, there is no report or any data available on the internet about the revenue or income generated by the Gates Foundation during this time frame. We have the data of 2023, but not before that. Well, that could be a mistake, right? Now let's come back to our present situation. A couple of days ago, in the same laboratory of Wuhan, China, in the same animal bat, the same person who founded the COVID-19 virus found another similar virus. And what a coincidence that at the same time, Bill Gates again predicted that there is a chance of 10 to 15% of another pandemic outbreak. Listen carefully. Within 4 years. Means during the time frame of Donald Trump's presidency. I'm not making Bill Gates responsible for the COVID-19 outbreak, but this coincidence were too much for me to ignore. And still, this conspiracy theory lacks a lot of evidence. That is why I presented in front of you all the facts available. Now it's up to you. What do you think about this incident? Let me know in the comments. And this is the end of this video. You can follow me on various social media platforms. Links are in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. On this note, I'm Ankanda signing off. Jai Hind.